Hey guys, this is Cassie from Softball Strength Academy. Today we're going to look at Kyra Lockhart, who is currently going to be a junior and has already committed to the University of Alabama. So one of the things that I get asked a lot as a coach is how do you even use coach's eye? How do you work on film comparison? What do you show a hitter? Anything that you show a hitter, know that is going to probably play in their head over and over again. So I always try to pick a time where the athlete is doing really well. I'll try to point out exactly what they are doing correctly, so that is what plays in their head over and over again. It would really take a long time for me to feel comfortable showing a matured athlete something that they're doing wrong in an attempt to help fix something. Again, because I don't want them playing that incorrect movement pattern over and over again in their head. So starting off with Kyra, she was doing a 3-plate drill with Ryan in a lesson the other day. First thing that I go to look at is the very end of load, which appeared to be right about there. You can see she starts to move forward, so we're going to call that the end of the loaded position. And really what I want to take a look at once she gets to this position is, number one, her head, and then number two, the alignment of where her head is in comparison to her feet. And hopefully I can get a little bit of a straighter line. But you want it to be right about in the center of the individual's feet. At this point, you want to look at that bat too. You want to make sure that bat is, one, not so far wrapped behind their head that it almost looks like it is on this angle, but you also don't want the bat too far wrapped, or I guess the opposite of wrapped, too far to this position where it almost looks like it's laying flat. That'll create no whip or no proper lag for the athlete. So again, I'm going to go back to that circle right around Kyra's head. Right now, as you can see, her front heel begins to go down as her back heel comes up. That should almost happen simultaneously. Because she is so fast to the ball, she's able to wait an extremely long period of time to even get her barrel to the ball. You'll see this with a lot of powerful hitters, that they're able to wait so much longer. The ability to wait for that pitch to get into that hitting zone is going to help with pitch selection. It's going to help with pitches that have a lot of movement on it later as they advance in the career. So Kyra right here gets to what we call that bat lag position. Her back elbow and back knee are driving at the same time. She's closing the gap between her two knees, and she's getting that elbow through. Her knob is leading her hands. She gets her bat lag intact, and boom, the bat whips to the ball at the very last second. Notice her head is in the same position it was at the end of load. It's hard to do that it's hard to create that circle around the head in the stance, because they'll go to load and they'll shift a little bit, but once that front foot is down, once load is over with, we want to make sure that that head isn't moving, because load being done is an indication that the pitch has left the pitcher's hand. If we see a massive shift forward with the athlete's head, that's only going to serve to make that pitch look much faster than what it really is, and it's going to start throwing off a lot of sequencing that we see in the swing. Another thing I want to point out is Kyra's great tilt. She has a lot of power driving from her backside. If she didn't have proper tilt angle, meaning if this line looked more like this and her hip and head were now right on top of her front foot, you get into a position where she would be leaking or losing a lot of her power. Right now, she's palm up, palm down. She has her strong power L. She's able to put herself in a position to have full extension, staying palm up, palm down as long as she can, and a great follow through. She's a great compact hitter. If you've ever been able to see her hit live, you'll see that she puts a charge into the ball. Only going to do greater things in her high school and college career, and looking forward to seeing what she does.